It was kind of with a little bit of surprise at last year's CinemaCon in Las Vegas when Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling came out to talk about their new film, Fall Guy. That's something that I'd completely been off my radar up until that point, but they showed us a little sizzle for it, and I thought it looked pretty cool. The trailers have come out, and they've looked pretty good. I've liked the trailers. I think they look like they've been pretty solid. But I will admit, I'm not expecting much out of it, right? If it can just be a fun little film to enjoy with all the charm and personality of an Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling, good on you. Well, the film just did a little bit of a premiere debut, and the first reviews are coming out for it, and they're pretty fantastic. As a matter of fact, right now, if we go over to Rotten Tomatoes, at this moment, granted, it's only 24 reviews, but it's for some of the more major outlets, it's got a 92%. Some of the reviews reading stuff like this as I scroll down here and keep scrolling and keep scrolling. There we go. We got things like Deadline, Hollywood Daily writes, The Fall Guy stands as a hilarious and thoughtful tribute to the stunt community, blending action with the poignant exploration of the sacrifices made by these unsung heroes. RogerEbert.com wrote, this is a ridiculously fun movie, anchored by a movie star in a part that fits him perfectly, and a director who really has been working towards this film for his entire career. Because remember, it's being directed by one of the John Wick directors who started and spent most of his career as a stunt coordinator. So he has a total love for the stunt community. The AV Club wrote, a blast of fun at the movies, worthy of the biggest tub of popcorn you can find. It's 2 hours of movie stars being absolute charm machines, and sometimes that's all you really need. Rolling Stone wrote, The Fall Guy feels indistinguishable from the dozens of other action films. And then Gosling and Blunt start flirting and fighting and verbally fainting with each other, and you feel like you're floating an inch above your seat. That's the kind of stuff that I really like reading, is there. The Hollywood Reporter says, the rare big budget studio film that actually feels human. It's on and on. It's just sound like, again, none of these sound like they're saying warm up their seats at the Oscars next year.
Right.
None of them are saying this is the movie of a generation, but it's saying exactly what I want to hear about this movie, that it's a load of fun, that the charm between Gosling and Blunt is on point, that it's paying homage to the stunt men and women who make the Hollywood action films what they are. And by the way, did you guys see that Universal released, I believe it's Universal, released this little sizzle about them doing the car flip scene, that they set a new record for a number of rotations in some car stunt and all that kind of stuff?
No, I didn't. So they're really taking their stunts serious in this.
Oh, they're taking it deadly seriously because it's being done by a stunt guy, right?
So it's going to be great action, but then it's got that like rom-com feel, like, but not quite rom-com, but just more like that charm that these two have.
Yeah, now if you can properly marry those two types of elements together, you can be in for a hell of a fun time. Now, I'm not going to see it until the first or second week of April. They're going to show us this film in its entirety at CinemaCon coming up, which is about a week or two before it gets released in theaters. So I can't wait to watch it now and then tell you guys what I think. So hearing this stuff from these people is taking me from being really interested in watching this film to legitimately being like straight up excited to see it.
I had good feelings about this movie as soon as we saw the poster, because
the poster's
they
great.
took great care for this poster. And we had just been talking on the show when it dropped, like the day or the day before it dropped, about movie posters not just doing that human pyramid thing and telling a story within one image, and it really did that. I've been excited ever since.
I think they're only going to release this poster. I've been searching for more posters every day, but I'm glad you brought up the Oscars. First of all, I wasn't interested in this film at all. Like, it's just not my type of genre. The film, what this film has going for me, I've been slowly warming up to Ryan Gosling, like a lot more and more.
Yeah,
I'm
you've been
becoming
warming up to him.
a big fan of his. But at the Oscars, their little banter on stage, which is why
the Emily Blunt thing. Yeah, that was great.
That got me interested in seeing this. And it brings up the point, like I was thinking about, you know how we always bring up movie promotions at the Oscars, whatever.
Yes.
They should do more part of me doesn't believe in that, but this worked for me. What they did, now I'm interested because I want to see that on screen, play it on screen. So good on them. for it might have been by chance that they got up together or they put them up together.
No, it wasn't by chance because they did, like, if you look back at the Oscars that we just had, by the way, it was the first time I can remember in forever that I thought it was a fantastic Oscars, because I'm usually pretty critical of it, but they did a great job. But there were a number of times that the two presenters coming up were people who were going to be in an upcoming movie together. But I thought what the Oscars should have done, they never mentioned it. They're now coming from this year's Academy Award nominated Barbie, Ryan Gosling, and Academy Award nominated film Oppenheimer, Emily Blunt. Like, they never said, and appearing the upcoming Fall Guy. I think they should have done that when they had people coming up in the same movie.
That's where I disagree. Maybe have new trailers in the commercials, but the Oscars is just to take a step back,
I feel
take a deep breath,
yes,
appreciate what we did in this past year,
yeah,
and then we can move on the next day or during commercials.
I almost feel like they have a mandate of not being forward-looking in the year of films.
Yeah, and I think they need to change that, because look, I don't want them to go as far as the Game Awards.
Yeah, let's not do trailers.
All the Game Awards aren't even the Game Awards anymore. They're just the trailers for upcoming game show. That's all it is.
Hurry up and talk.
A couple of awards here and there,
Hurry
right?
up and give your speech.
But there is something to the idea of using this biggest day of the movie, and we're getting off topic.
Yeah. No. But it works. It worked for this movie.
Taking this day that is the biggest day of the movies to not only celebrate what was, but maybe 10% of it to look forward to what's coming. I think don't become the Game Awards, but take a little bit of what the Game Awards does.
Yeah. But it's funny, with all the trailers and all the marketing that dropped, it's the Oscar thing that got me interested in this movie. And I know I'm
the Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt thing.
I'm one of a billion people. I know that. But maybe there's other people that it hit that way too. I don't know.
Well, all I know is that I was really interested in this film because of the trailers and everything, and seeing the reactions coming from a lot of the major outlets who can be kind of jaded. It's very, very exciting to see. By the way, Tor just keeps donating channel memberships to people. Thanks for that, Tor.
More emojis.
More emojis are ready to make. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Harry's. You know, guys, in order to start the John Campea Show, I had to leave my high-paying corporate job in order to set myself up to be happier and enjoy more personal success. Because sometimes to get what you want, you have to challenge the status quo and blaze your own trail. And that's exactly what the folks at Harry's did. You see, at Harry's, they saw customers getting ripped off by questionable products in the shaving industry and decided to do something better. Harry's decided to pave their own road by making beautifully designed razors for a fraction of the price of the other big brands. Exceptional products, honest prices. That's Harry's. I have fallen in love with Harry's, from their foaming shaving gel that feels just luxurious on the skin, to their incredible razor that feels just as good in the hand as it does going over your skin. They've got rich, lathering, skin-softening body wash in scents like redwood, wildlands, and stone. You see, Harry's provides German-engineered blades made in their own factory that stay sharp longer. You can get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover for just $3 at harrys.com/Campea. Don't settle for the status quo. Blaze your own trail with Harry's. Get started with a $13 trial set for just $3 at harrys.com/Campea. That's harrys.com/Campea for a $3 trial set. All right, guys.
Time to make
Question
donuts.
is for you. What do you think about this? Have you been looking forward to the Fall Guy? Maybe it's not your cup of tea. Maybe you're a diehard Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling fan. You've been excited about it. Do these reviews that we see coming out right now move the needle for you either way at all? Jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.